In this lesson, we're going to take a look at how to add the courses and edit the courses, the images, the pricing. So the first thing is, of course, let's go ahead and change this background here again. And you just have to locate the menu item for that. And then you go to the page title. And let's switch that over. And I'm just going here where I've already saved it. And just replacing it. Okay, save and close. So let's refresh it now. We should have the image shown in the background. Okay, there we have it. So now we want to take a look at the courses here. So let's go over to the courses tab and we're going to take a look at the web architecture. So when you see after course detail, let's click on this here for the details. You have the option here of making each course paid or making this free. And then it's going to list all the lessons in this particular course and also has the duration for that particular lesson. So let's go ahead and start first by making some changes here. Okay, now let's go back here. Let's go back here a bit. So when you come into the courses page, you notice you have the title, you have the author or authors or teachers. And then you have this short description, you have the price, you have the number of lessons, and you have any attachments that are there. So this is where you have it now. You have the web architectures, and you can choose the category that you want that to be on. And we just took, we'll learn how to, add the categories and added categories from the previous lesson. And then you want to add a short description of what this is about. So it's important that you add a short description of what your course is about. And then this is the long and more extensive description here of, what the course is about. And then you have the image here. The image right now, this one doesn't have an image. So let's go ahead and add an image to this course. So you click on the select. And I'm just going to go to the folder that I have. And I have that set on there. And this right here. I'm just going to select that image. Okay, so now I've replace that particular image with a new one. When you put your mouse over the eye, you see that it has something there. And then for the video URL, this is using Wistia. You can use any URL from from YouTube, from Vimeo. There's so many different video hosting websites, but it has to end with the .mp4. So you have to make sure that it ends with the .mp4 format, and then you put that there so you can grab a link from YouTube, from Vimeo, from whatever video hosting site that that you're on. And then you have the reference URL there, and you can change, do you want this course to be featured? If you click yes, it's going to have an icon on the side of it that says feature. So let's make this a feature course. And then this is where you have the price. How much do you want this course to be? And when you put your mouse here, you notice that you have an arrow. So you can click to go up, or you can just manually just type it in, whatever the number that is. And of course, you want to make sure that is set to publish. So once you've changed those, so let's change this here to 25. And it's a feature course, and then the creation date, and save and close. Okay, so once we refresh this, now we should have an image with this course. So this is the image. So let's click on course details. So now you have this image there, and you have you can just click to play, and it's going to play the media that you associated with that. And of course, if someone wants to purchase it, it was $20 before. They can click to buy now. Another thing too, it has the teachers here at the bottom. So whoever taught the course, their information is going to be here at the bottom so that people can get to know, who the person is. So that's how you add or edit new courses.